Hi there, TV series fans. That's Kyiv Not Kiev, and today we're gonna add some Hollywood gloss to the Kyiv daily routine.
Yeah, it's LA on the line, and today we're hosting a very special guest.
Apparently, he's an Asian martial artist.
Is that him? He doesn't look Asian.
I hope I can say that, very good friend, Victor Migalchan, who is a TV series My American Family director and actor who is now working in the LA. So, Victor, hi. I'm pleased to see you once again. So thank you for joining us. It's our big pleasure.
Victor himself starred in the TV series, and I have not been acquainted with you earlier, so I'm very happy that you agreed to join our program, and nice to meet you in person finally.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the basic things. How did you get to LA? This is the question that interests me most of all.
How long did it take you to understand that it was the right move to take?
Right away. No time wasted. The first time when I came here, it was in 2015 when I won the international martial arts competition. And I was invited by a few filmmakers here in LA, and we had beautiful meetings, very productive meetings. And I felt that my heart belongs to California. And LA is the best city to develop business-wise. So it was like, I never waste time. And I hate when, time is wasted in business, in life, and everything.
You are a director of a new TV series that we're expected to see on the Amazon Prime. Am I right? What is the movie about?
Well, it's a long story. It's a story about East European guy who came to the States from China with Chinese background as well, and he meets his American Latino host family, and here their journey begins. We keep all the cultures authentic. We show them authentic. We have a lot of humor. We have a lot of philosophy. We have drama. So it's a mix of comedy and drama. It's a sitcom, but still. It's a union project. We have A-listers in our TV series. So, my goal is to compete for Emmys.
No shoes, no shirt, doesn't matter. You can get service in a car.
And, that's the short story.
And who are you playing there? That Chinese guy who comes to the US?
I am the creator. I'm the showrunner. So that's the main role which I play because I have to take care of the crew. I have to take care of our cast. I have to take care of all the paperwork, of investment management, of the distribution, of sales. I do play a role in the series. I'm playing that East European guy.
Mm-hmm. And I know a lot about your acting experience, both here in Ukraine and China, in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. But what about the directing experience? Was that your first experience in the United States or not? Or you directed something before?
I directed and produced TV content before, but it was not like scripted comedy or like TV series stuff. It was more of I had my own talk show on News of the World. I had a travel show. I had a show called Red Carpet of Hollywood. So we worked a lot on red carpets and events and film premieres and, a lot of work with local celebrities and everything. But that is different. So if we talk about like feature films or TV stuff, TV series, like comedy or whatever, that's my first experience.
You're playing an Eastern European guy coming to the United States from China. I know that you're a multi-linguist. How many languages do you speak in the TV series?
Not much. It's for American market, and if we have a lot of subtitles, it's not gonna be the most comfortable for people to watch and enjoy the show. So we do introduce Chinese language and the Chinese culture and Chinese martial arts. We do have a lot of Spanish because this East European guy lives with the Latino family, so we introduced that. And I love the culture as well. We have a few more, not too much, because it's just like a little insert to be different and to be authentic. Not to be like, some American actors who don't speak any Russian, but they are playing a KGB agent with this, thing. We do have a lot we do have a lot of East European actors, so we even have authentic accents.
About the martial arts.
Yes, of course. I've always known you as a martial arts master. So obviously you're making use of this talent you have in your acting career. Is it limiting you somehow as an actor who can play a martial arts master, or does it give new features to every role you can act?
I'll put my answer this way. I never wanted to be an actor, and I never positioned myself as an actor. I think that, to be a celebrity as an equity, like Tesla or Apple, right? I'm down for that. I never want to be an actor. Why I'm acting in this show? Because I am sending a message. And the character is like basically me. So I don't know who can play myself better than I do. Martial arts never limited me, never limits me. It gave me a lot. It built my personality, it built my life, it built my character. So if the school is good, if your teacher is good, it's the best way to develop. Good acting is based on proper life experience.
Coming back to the show, I wanted to ask about the cast. As far as I understood, you have a rather international cast there. So how did the auditions take place? Because I have a rather stereotypical view, because I think that famous actors are just invited to the show, and not very famous, very young actors are taken by their agents to the studio, and then they have some auditions. Or is it just a stereotypical view of the Hollywood series? Is it not true? How does it all happen?
Well, yeah, I mean, this way works as well. There are different ways, and we did have castings. We did have open castings for some roles, and the role of Ricardo, I was thinking and writing for Danny Trejo, because I had this man, he's amazing. I mean, he's one of the best celebrity good work in Hollywood. I was writing for him because, he's always playing a bad guy, and here I wanted to show him as a really wise man as he is in his life. And so that part was for him. Then Michelle Watterson, she's a UFC star, and that part was for her, not for someone else to to try it out. Then the role of Miguel, the head of the household, I was right away thinking and writing for our actor Steve Jacks, an amazing guy, and other actors we casted, and a lot of them I had in my mind when I was writing. So basically I was writing these characters based on these people's characters. So
what shall I do? What shall I do to get a role in your movie? What should I be?
What should you be? Be yourself. That's all.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
To get a role?
Maybe just a bit of a talent. acting talent, or I don't know, maybe a bit of self-presentation and good-looking face. I don't know what else shall an actor have. Charisma.
It all depends on the character which you're playing. If you're playing an action hero, yeah, you have to have some charisma. But like not all of the Hollywood celebrities, like A-listers, have that, although they're playing those, So it's each case is different. Each producer, each director, they have their own vision. So the main thing for an actor to get roles is right now, is to be hot on the market, to be valuable. It's not just about castings. Like Hollywood has like, I don't know, 1 million actors coming, like on living and whatever. So how would you be different? You have to bring value to the table. Doing multiple things on the set is also great. Like there are people which you're like, oh, I'm just an actor. Okay, go act. But some people are coming and they're helping with whatever is possible, and they are being way more appreciated, and they will get much better development. So these things matter.
So we understand that we have all the chances, but coming back to the interview and some more global questions. As far as I understand, the global pandemics caught you off guard, and it hit you while you were producing the TV series. Was it a very big surprise? How did this affect the production process? How did this affect the filming? Did it have any effect? The global pandemics and the quarantine, if it had?
Well, it definitely has some impact, more or less. Big companies, the whole industry got influenced a lot. It's shut down right now. There's really no production unless some kind of small companies, they do stuff. Our company didn't really stop working because I thanks God my parents are doctors and they explained what's going on. Yeah, we had some, things which we had to adjust to. We had some delays, but our plan and our budget, is fine. Like we will present the show this year for sure. And then we didn't go out of budget, which is good. We did have to change some actors because, unions and everything, and people got scared and whatever, but luckily our main crew and our main cast is strong enough. And I mean, guys, we are immigrants, we have thick skin.
The series, as far as I know, is on the Amazon Prime, right? Let's talk a little about the production process of a TV series, and more specifically about the placement of them on the streaming platforms. Like, how does it all work? How does it all happen?
I was interested, what is the strategy? Are you kind of engaging fans and then just filming, or you make a product and then sell it to, I don't know, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Apple TV, or other platforms? So what is the mechanism, how it all works?
Well, there are different ways of making a TV show, TV series. Yeah, you could create an idea and try to pitch and sell it. You could write a script of a pilot and try to pitch. You could write even 10 episodes or whatever your first season. Then you could film your own pilot, and then you could film your own season. It all depends what you want. I didn't want to sell. I want to keep IP rights, and I want to keep the show and then just rent it out and, or sell to specific countries. And as you know, my background is business and business development and brand development. So out of this show, I created an equity, and I have a proper business plan, which you have to show your investor that he will not only make his money back, but he'll make more. And since, I'm in business for a pretty long time, people know me well, and, I have decent like trust here. So we just gathered together and we got our show funded, and we didn't sell it to Amazon Prime. We collaborate with Amazon Prime. So the same way we will collaborate with platforms and whatever TV stations in China, maybe also later in Europe. There are many different ways, once again, but it all depends on your own vision and like what's your goal. You want to create a little thing and sell, you want to work for a network, or you want to be an independent individual, and how much do you want to control the process?
And you were saying about pitching ideas. Is it difficult to pitch your own ideas in the market? Is competition big in Hollywood?
Of course, it's huge. It's huge. But again, I'm not known here as just like a writer or like an actor. I come from business and with business background. So when I talk to people, I use their own language and I explain them, this is what we do, this is why we do it, and this is how we sell it, and this is how we make money back, and this is how we make more.
Just to finish up with Hollywood in this part of the conversation, I would like to ask you something I've asked you before. How to know that the movie made in Hollywood, made in LA, is a Hollywood movie? So what is a Hollywood movie about? Is it about the standards of quality, or is it about geography?
It definitely is about the quality. It also, you know, LA has so many companies and LA has so many productions. And yeah, if you just call a product a Hollywood product just based on a physical location, I guess that's not the best way to do. Hollywood represents quality in writing, in cinematography, in directing, in editing, in post, in music and everything. So quality is A. B, I would say if it's union project. Why? Because if it's union, you can work with A-list celebrities, with professionals. I'm not saying that who is not non-union is not a professional, but if you are willing to work with a celebrity, you have to be union. And these people bring this kind of quality to your film. So, and then when your product is released, you have all the feedbacks, you have, you know, Variety or Hollywood Reporter writing about you. So again, Hollywood is also a community, right? So if you are in, not just like living in LA or living in Hollywood or Hollywood Hills, so like Burbank or whatever, I would say quality, and then who you have in the show and your union and union, it's important. And then if you are in the community, if you are invited to Emmys, if you are invited to, if your stuff is broadcasted by top networks or distributed by top studios, I think this is what defines the Hollywood film. And it could be filmed, you know, in China, it could be filmed in Thailand, it could be filmed in Hungary or like whatever, whichever place.
I would like us to talk at the Ukrainian filmmaking after 2014, and I'll tell you why. Because somehow, out of my perception, I've started like to see the new era kind of Ukrainian filmmaking after Cyborgs came out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because after that, there were like numerous of good pictures that were shown worldwide, that were demonstrated, that are somehow Ukrainian-centric, that are representing Ukrainian historical past, Ukrainian view on the world, and so on and so forth. So, are you following how the Ukrainian filmmaking is developing? Do you look at this? That's part of the ocean.
More no than yes. Why? Not because of disrespect, but because I'm so busy. I do like Miroslav Sloboshpitsky as a director. I do know a few, very few young and pretty talented people. I'm glad that filmmakers are working and some films are done. This is number one, the most important. It's easy to criticize. It's difficult to make something work and move. And I would say especially, in Ukraine, because the budget is always a problem and the attitude is wrong. I don't know if I could say that there is a Ukrainian filmmaking industry at all. We do have very good camera operators. We have great people who know technical side, cinematography. From my experience, writers are not the best. And why? Because again, the industry needs time and investment to develop. If people are creating movies or TV series for Ukrainian market, then probably, they have knowledge to write for Ukrainian market. If it's something more international, then no. Even myself, I've been here, for a while. I'm not the best at writing for an American market. That's why we have to work with local people who know the stuff. I think that our independent production companies, they need to learn a lot about marketing, distribution, communication. Maybe, Tanya, you can have some clients for yourself and teach them how to present this stuff.
So I see the main idea you say. Filmmaking is not about art, it's about business. So, and when we start looking at it this way, things will
Change for better.
Change, I hope, yeah. But now,
well, it is art. It is art, of course. For a show creator, it is art, but it has to be balanced, that this person has to understand that it's business. And for investor, it's not art, it's business. If you are an investor, right, you go to a gallery and you're buying Picasso, why? Not because it's just art, it's because it's value.
Great. Thank you very much for the conversation. I think I've got the answers for most of my questions, but if something has left, and if maybe our audience have some questions, I think that we could maybe somehow organize a live stream
with you.
If you would like to. So, guys, let's do it this way. If you have, where should I look to? This camera, right? So, if you have a lot of questions to Victor of how to make a career in Hollywood, of how a filmmaking process works from the inside out, please write it in the comments, and if we have enough, we can arrange something. So please show your feedback.
Think of your future. Thank you very much for the conversation. That was really very interesting to know from the inside how LA is functioning, how this dream is all organized, and we hope to see you in our future episodes.
Thank you so much for having me. And I don't really think I could have given you a perspective of LA just from a conversation. It's like if you go to a restaurant, you have to try the dish. LA is an amazing city. It's so powerful. The energy is so strong here that it's either, putting it down or bringing it up. So I would wish you guys and your viewers just to come here to feel it out and, let the LA energy bring you guys all up.
Thank you. Hope to see you soon offline, whether in Kiev or in LA.
Welcome to LA.
Welcome to Kiev, not Kiev.
So these were Polina Boychuk, Tetiana Hajduk, and
Victor Migalchan,
our very special guest.
Very special guest. Actor, filmmaker, producer, martial arts master.
Very talented person and a businessman, as we have found out.
I would just say I'm an Angelino. By the way, I'm not a martial arts master. I'm too young for that.
That's a traditional question we ask everyone. How to spell Kyiv correctly? Which is not Kiev.
Think about it.
Well, I hope that spelling Kyiv as KYIV would bring you guys a lot of money and investment to your capital city.